What's going on, guys? I bring you yet another build video here in Remnant 2, and in this video I bring you my version of the Drunken Master build. This build consists of 6 concoctions going on at one time, while also applying corrosive and then dealing tons and tons of damage with the World's Edge blade. Let's get right into the build. Alright, so first things first, we are going to use the Alchemist as the prime archetype, because that way we can have 3 additional concoction buffs, and then we're going to use the Vile Frenzy Dust, which allows us to give increased fire rate, reload speed, and melee speed, and also increases our movement speed as well. And then moving on, we have the Challenger as the secondary archetype to allow us to have Juggernaut, which gives us 3 stacks of Bulwark, increased movement, melee speed, and reduced stamina cost, and increases melee damage by 50%, and also reduces our stagger. We're using a full Leto Mark II armor, which still gives us a heavy roll. And we're using the Bulldog Long Gun with the Corrosive Rounds and Feeded Wounds Mutator, the World's Edge with the Tainted Blade, and of course Nebula to give us another stack of Corrosive with the Harmonizer Mutator. And in order to get additional buffs, we are using the Brewmaster's Cork, which allows us to have 2 more concoctions and also has some increased DR. The Bisected Ring, which gives us infinite stamina, but I will be able to negate the increased damage. The Red Ring of Death, so that way we can have an increased stack of corrosive. Sapphire Dreamstone, so that way when we hit our crits, we can be able to refresh our skills. And then the Fey Bruiser Ring I threw on there because with the Juggernaut skill, with this equipped, since we're constantly doing melee damage, we will have the max 5 stacks of Bulwark when we have our Juggernaut active. And then for the relic, we are using the Shielded Heart, which just I was on the fence of Crystal Heart or Shielded Heart, but it just seems like Shielded Heart is just awesome. And I'm using armor, health, and damage reduction in order to give us close to the cap of the DR, and of course increased health as well with all of our buffs active. And then moving on to the traits, we have Flashcaster, so that way we can pop all of our mods and skills pretty quickly. Fortify, so that way our armor can peak over 300. Of course, we have Potency from the Alchemist to give us increased consumable duration, Expertise for the skill cooldown, Vigor for health, Swiftness for movement speed. We also have Strong Back to allow us to give us that heavy roll from the Leto Mark II, Bark Skin for further damage reduction, Fitness, so that way we can have a solid roll, Siphoner for lifesteal, so that way we can constantly get life back from our sword, and then Glutton, so that way we can use our Shielded Heart pretty quickly, since we'll be in close range of enemies all the time. So pretty much the premise of this is to stack as many stacks of corrosive as much as possible, pop our skills, and then we just go to town with the World's Edge blade. Which, as you can see, which is dealing quite a bit of damage with especially all of the stacks of corrosive. And then I just want to show you guys the bulwark stacks, so that way we have the 5 max, and then as you can see we are at 79.7, which is pretty much the cap. It's 0.3% away from 80%. So as we're popping our skill Juggernaut and dealing damage with the World's Edge, we will pretty much have the cap of 80% damage reduction. And then of course the reason why I used Juggernaut and Frenzy is just because the World's Edge is pretty slow, especially doing the constant charge attacks. But obviously this wouldn't be a Alchemist build without concoctions. So we are going to use the Xenoplasm for reduced skill cooldowns. We're going to use the Meat Shake concoction, which I know is pretty stupid to get, but it gives us that increased DR. Bark Extract to give us more armor, Chilled Steam so that way we have more movement speed. We also have Darksider to give us more health and movement speed. The stamina doesn't really matter because we're using Bisected Ring. And then Mudtooth's Tonic to give us more health as well. But that's pretty much it for the build, guys. I'm going to show you guys some boss gameplay. I did a full Losum run and I was able to defeat the one true king with this build. So without further ado, let's get right into the bosses.
Another insect for my collection! Over here! Traitors! At every turn and beneath every stone!
Over there! Spiders aren't welcome here!
Over here! Pathetic! Your time is at its end! Another insect for my collection! Stay sharp, insect! If death is what you desire, so be it!
Damn it. We'll spill your blood, outsider!
And that's going to wrap things up for this build video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. This build was very fun to use. If you did, please don't forget to drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel, as we try to post build videos every single week. And also, we live stream here on YouTube every Tuesdays and Thursdays. We also have a Discord link down in the description below that you can go ahead and join. We talk about video games, or if you want to find a friend, play some games with, go right ahead. And if you guys have any build guides or build videos that you want me to do, or have any ideas, please drop them down in the comments below. I'm curious. So with all that out of the way, I'll catch you all in the next video. Deuces.